Hey, what's up everybody? Football fans and friends as well. This is Steve here with another video. And if you saw my video that I did about on Wednesday, I think it was, or last week or so, or Thursday, I think it was, last Thursday, I did Week 15 NFL picks and predictions with JVD, Jonathan Van Der Zeel, and Timothy McClellan, or, yeah, that is his name, because he doesn't have a YouTube name, it's just the way it is, yeah. Anyway, so this is going to be something I've never really done before. I think I may have done it once, or attempted to do this, but I never really decided to. And this is going to be Week 15, a recap of Week 15, or a wrap-up, but I think we'll just call it as Week 15 recap. NFL Week 15 recap, and I'm looking at this one with my SportsCenter app on my iPhone. And here's what we got. The first one, which was Thursday Night Football between the Arizona Cardinals and the St. Louis Rams, where I said I picked the Cardinals to win, and they did, but not in a very good way. The score was only 12-6. Yeah, 12-6. I mean, look at it. If you see it, yeah. There was only field goals in this, nothing. There was 4 field goals from the Rams and from the Cardinals, excuse me, and 2 from the Rams. That's it. While Drew Stanton gets a start and Shaun Hill does as well. Yeah, just sloppy. That's really all I can just say about this is really what it was. I expected it to be a little bit more of a higher one, a little bit like maybe 23 something to 16 or 17, but that was really not the case. So Cardinals successful in that one, 12-6. Then the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Atlanta Falcons. Now I believe I went with the Steelers to go with winning this one. The Steelers are just playing pretty well. I mean, they're right in a battle with my Ravens in the AFC North, but don't count the Cleveland Browns out as well. But even though they're kind of up there a little bit, but we'll get to them in just a second. But the Falcons are just pretty much doing nothing. You know, they're just, in my opinion, they're just falling apart. But the Steelers just had the better game, and they just played better, and they're still, you know, staying in the hunt and stuff for the wild card and stuff, and the AFC North. There are 2 games left and stuff, and you never know what can happen, you know. But nonetheless, the Steelers were still successful against the Falcons, 27-20. Roethlisberger throws over 360 yards. Matt Ryan throws over 300 as well, but throws 2 touchdowns and just 1 INT, but not enough. Okay, next we have the Washington Redskins and the New York Giants. Now, in this game, we pretty much thought that Kirk Cousins, the 3rd string or something like that, was going to start in favor of the Redskins, but instead, no, it was not. It wound up being RG3, who is, like I said before, not 100%, and they still wind up losing to the Giants 24-13. I mean, put Kirk Cousins in there, let him play and stuff, because what's that guy's name that was playing before? Colt McCoy, I think it was. He already played, and he got roughed up, and he did a pretty good job as well. RG3, who's not 100% once again, comes in, and he screws it up, and they lose. So, Giants winners once again, like I said. There you are. And I think I went with the Redskins to get this one, but oh well. Then we have the Miami Dolphins in Foxborough against the Patriots, where I said that the Patriots were definitely going to win this one, and I was right about this one. This one just wound up being a really big, pretty big score. It wound up being 41-13 in favor of New England. Tom frickin' Brady throws for 287 yards and throws 2 touchdowns. Ryan Tannehill throws 1 touchdown and 2 INTs, but throws for 346 yards. Yeah. But the Patriots, who also, they clinched their 6th straight AFC East title with their win. Whoop-de-frickin'-do. Yeah. Then we have the Kansas City Chiefs and the Oakland Raiders, where I said in the last one, the Oakland Raiders faced the Chiefs, and they got their first win against them. But this time, the Chiefs got revenge on them in the Arrowhead Pond by beating them 31-13. I mean, come on, you have David Carr at quarterback for the Raiders. That's why. The guy has been playing for a really long while now. I think it's time to retire. That's my opinion. Next, the Houston Texans and the Indianapolis Colts in Indianapolis. I thought this one would be a little bit of a higher score as well, because the Colts only put up 17 points while the Texans put up 10. And bad news for the Texans, their quarterback, Ryan Fitzpatrick, broke his leg. Thoughts and prayers go out to him for a speedy recovery. But they wound up still getting the loss and put in this guy in the game. I don't even know who this is. I'm just looking it up. Tom Savage at quarterback. Where is Thaddeus Lewis? Why didn't you just put him in the game instead of this guy? I don't know why. Yeah. So, there you go. Next, we have the Green Bay Packers and the Buffalo Bills. Now, I said in this one that the Packers were going to get it. But what happened? The Packers didn't do it. They sucked. Yeah, they lost to the Bills 21-13. This pretty much was the upset pick. Excuse me, or was the upset of Week 15. That really just came out of nowhere. You know, it says on here, stunning upset. Yeah, Kyle Orton and Aaron Rodgers. 1 INT for Kyle Orton and 2 for Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, kind of surprising about that. I really thought the Packers were going to get it, but somehow the Bills just wound up being the better team. They really did. Next, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers in Carolina. While the Panthers are without Cam Newton because of his accident, veteran, in my opinion, veteran quarterback Derek Anderson winds up getting the start, throws for 277 yards, gets himself a touchdown, while Josh McCown gets 154 with a touchdown and a pick. So the Buccaneers wound up losing to the Panthers 19-17. Very close game. Then we have the Cincinnati Bengals facing the Cleveland Browns with the debut of Johnny Manziel, Johnny Football. And what happens to Johnny Manziel? He gets roughed up and embarrassed, in my opinion. The guy throws 2 interceptions, 80 yards, and only 10 for 18. While Andy Dalton, Carrot Top Head, has 117 yards and an INT, but that pretty much didn't really matter because they just shut out the Browns 30-0. Nothing. Yeah. Me and my bright ideas, going for the Browns to win this one against the Bengals, but didn't happen. And now we just get to the one that I was watching and looking forward to. The Baltimore Ravens in Baltimore against the Jacksonville Jaguars, a former team that used to be in the AFC North in our division before they changed and stuff. Now, my two buddies, JVD and Timothy McClellan, were both saying that these are going to be shutouts and stuff, or a blowout, in my opinion. Let me just rephrase that, blowout wins. But let me tell you, this one was just pretty much a close one. And yes, a close one. And the Jaguars only have 2 wins. One from the Giants, and the other from, I can't remember who it was. I think it was the Titans. I don't really know exactly, but it doesn't really matter. But in this game, the quarterback for the Jaguars, Bortles, whatever it's pronounced, he wound up getting sacked the hell out of him by Elvis Dumervil, Terrell Suggs, Timmy Jurgen, who's taken over for Haloti Ngata. And if Ngata would be playing instead of this stupid suspension and stuff, he would definitely sack that guy for sure. But still, the Jaguars made it a close game. They wound up leading at halftime, but the Ravens were able to get this win, thank God, 20-12. I thought for sure it'd be a little bit of a bigger score, like 31-12. I think I got the score right, because I think I said 12 in the predictions video, but I'm not sure exactly. But Joe Flacco does a pretty good job. He does throw an INT, but pass for 221 yards, and Justin Forsett is doing really good as well. That guy is definitely going somewhere, because in my opinion, he's doing a great job than Ray Rice, but I do wish the best to Ray Rice for him to find a new team wherever he goes, if it's the Broncos or Dolphins, or as long as it's not the Patriots, I hope, or Steelers. That's the only one. I'm just saying. Then we move on to the next games, which were our later games at 4. The next one is the New Jersey, New York, whatever, Jets and the Tennessee Titans. Two teams that are just really disappointing and stuff. One of them came out successful, and that was the Jets. And I think I did go with the Jets to win this, but I'm not sure. I'll have to check the video again. But this is, like I said in the video, this is really nothing to talk about. It really was not. But the Jets get the win 16-11. Then we have the Denver Broncos and the San Diego Chargers, which I said I would go with the Broncos, so my Ravens, and stay in the race and stuff for the AFC North and the wild card as well. So I wound up being right. The Chargers did wind up losing to the Broncos, and the Broncos wound up getting their 4th straight AFC West title as they clinch like that. I mean, yeah, it's Drew Brees, not Drew Brees, he used to play for the Chargers. It's Peyton Manning and Phillip Rivers. I just always remember Drew Brees when he used to play for the Chargers, but my bad. Anyway, then we have the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings in Detroit. This one was not really a whole lot to talk about either, but the only thing I just said was just going for the Lions over the Vikings. And the Lions did win, but in a close one, 16-14. Very close game. Very close. Then we have, which I called this game, looks like a pretty good game and all that crap, but that wound up just being, wrong and stuff. I still don't even know why I said that. The San Francisco 49ers against the Seattle Seahawks in Seattle, which is a rematch from the, the Super Bowl, the Turkey Bowl. From Thanksgiving. Yeah, so Seattle wound up being victorious, 17-7, and people saying that Jim Harbaugh could be in trouble, like going to a different place somewhere to be a head coach for somebody. I mean, I don't see that as a possibility, but you never know. So, yeah, once again, Seahawks successful. And then our Sunday night football game, which wound up being a really good game. I thought it was going to be a little bit closer, but not a whole lot. The Dallas Cowboys in Philadelphia against the Eagles, Tony Romo and Mark Sanchez. Now, I said that this would go into overtime, and I said it would be 40-37 Cowboys over the Eagles, but that wound up not happening. It just wound up being a little bit, I was only off by like 2 for the score. The Cowboys got 38, while the Eagles got 27. So, there you go. Still a pretty good game, but, Mark Sanchez, he's kind of fitting in, with the Eagles and stuff, but didn't really care for him that much when he was with the Jets that much, but I think he's doing a pretty swell job with the Eagles, and Tony Romo is pretty much coming back to normal. And there you go. And finally, our Monday night football game between the New Orleans Saints and the Chicago Bears, where the Bears are continuing to have a very bad season once again. They wind up just losing badly, and Jay Cutler throws 3 INTs and 2 touchdowns. I took this guy off my fantasy team, as I've got Joe Flacco, and I've got a couple others on there as well that I'm satisfied with, so I just said, Cutler, you're out, and he's also getting benched for the next game. It's going to be the other guy that'll be getting the start instead of him. I can't remember his name now, but it's okay. But maybe he could do a better job than him. But the Saints get the win 31-15, and there you go. Yeah, so just a little bit as to only say the only thing that was just shocking, which was the upset, and that was the Packers losing to the Bills. That's pretty strange. And also, my Ravens not really putting up a higher score, a little bit more than what I thought it was going to be. But hey, that's the way it goes in football. And that's it for this wrap-up. So thank you all for watching this. Enjoy, please. Like, comment, subscribe. And I'll see you all with more videos. You all take care.